Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday, and welcome to a new episode of Transcending the Culture. I am James. We should have Kat Kwueen popping in here any second. I'm going to go ahead and kick things off because I have a couple guests who are here on the platform. I have been connected with this young lady for probably most of my life. So it's really, really exciting to bring her onto the platform. I'm actually working with her organization. This is New Beginning Fellowship International. And there's some things that I'm doing for them on the technical side. They have a platform through the Mighty Networks where they're going to come on and actually tell you more about that platform. They're going to tell you about their organization and the different things that they're doing. And then they have some things coming up that they definitely want to make you all aware of, especially those of you who are here in the greater Cleveland area. So without further ado, I am going to bring up Super T, as we call her. Let's see, moved a little slow here. There we are. And we also have, if I'm saying it right, Dier's Farmer.
Yep.
All right. So how you two doing tonight?
Great. We're great, James. Thank you.
Listen, I love talking to you, Super T, because you are always super energetic, and this is whether it's at 7 p.m. like it is now or 7 a.m. in the morning, and I'm barely up at 7 o'clock. So it's like when we get on them calls in the morning and you like, hey, how's it? I'm like, well, good morning. And sometimes I'm like that at this hour too. So it's really, really cool to always connect with you. You have done so much for me just throughout my journey and the things that I've been doing, starting with Mimi's Hair, Heaven and Spa and doing the website there. And just, you've always been a big motivation, a big encouragement. I have so much more faith in what I'm doing because of you. So I'm excited to be working with you on, obviously the current part of your journey, but I would love for you and Dier's to really expound on New Beginnings, what it is that you do and why you're here tonight.
All right. Well, we're here for two reasons. One is New Beginnings Fellowship International. We're starting an academy. And under the New Beginnings Fellowship Academy is my personal business, which is called Super T Inspires. And I do something called Running Things. So Pastor Farmer is here because we're collaborating on running things. And Pastor Farmer only has a short time to be here with us today. So I am going to introduce him, and then I'll circle back and talk about all the great things that James and I have done in the past and a lot about running things. So before I introduce Pastor Farmer, Running Things, this is going to be our third annual Running Things Summit. And we do this summit, we make it free for the public to come. The first summit that we had was during COVID, and it was a virtual summit. The second one we had last year which was in Cleveland, Ohio, and it was a great success. So this will be our third one. And next year we'll either be in Atlanta or in Arizona. I'm talking to two friends about where we're going to take it to. So Pastor Farmer has a leadership organization called Led to Lead. So without any further ado, I want to introduce Pastor Farmer, and he's going to tell you about Led to Lead and his role in this project. So real quickly, are we sharing this on Facebook? I want to make sure my audience is seeing it. It's being shared?
Yes, this is
Okay.
being shared. If you go to, I'm going to actually send the video to you now, and then you can share it to your page.
Okay, cool beans. So while Farmer is talking, I'll do that.
Okay.
Pastor Farmer, introduce yourself and tell them about your role in the summit.
Okay. First of all, I just want to tell you both thank you for this opportunity. Super T has been
Uh-oh.
Did he freeze?
I
I
think
thought he
he
was
froze up.
pausing.
I
I thought
thought
he
he
was
paused for a
pausing,
second.
having a moment.
Oh wait, are we good?
Okay, there we go. You
You
good.
had
Okay.
paused. You had paused for a minute. I thought you was pausing, having a moment.
No.
You're back.
Okay. Am I good?
Yep.
Okay. Um. So led to lead is basically
Has been.
led to
Uh-oh.
lead. Are we good?
Yep.
Okay, Led to Lead is a organization. It was based a Christian organization to train leaders, to teach leaders, to empower leaders, to motivate leaders, on all facets, not just in Christianity, but also in business, and just in the corporate America, in any facet of leadership. That's what God gave me, and that's what was birthed through me about 4 years ago. And this year, Super Teeth just called me on random and just said, "Hey, would you like to do something like this? Would you like to partner with me?" And she has been an amazing person to teach me, train me, cultivate me in doing this on my own. As anybody that's ever encountered her knows, she's a fireball of energy, fireball of motivation, and I'm just excited to be partnering with her in this event, this amazing event that's about to be coming up in literally next Saturday. I'm excited. I'm excited about all the leaders, all the people that's going to come and be a part, going to train and learn and be imparted to. I'm excited about all of it. So that's just my piece in this, and I'm just thankful that she even thought of me. It's a great opportunity that she even thought of me to be a part of this. So I'm excited.
I think it's exciting, not just for you, but for me as well. Teresa always shares everything. So it's like so many things that she'll have going on, and she
Hmm.
makes it available to so many different people. And she reached out to me to be able to film and then provide footage. And I'm really excited about that. I'm excited to come to it. And in so many ways, I'm excited about Led to Lead because I'm starting to learn more about it now. And
Hmm.
I think I was probably one of the many people who thought it was completely about Christianity
No.
or
Yeah.
being in
Yeah.
the church or that sort of thing. So
Hmm.
it's like because I have strong faith, but I'm not necessarily in church all the time. I've always
Sure.
felt like, okay, I don't really fit, or
Right.
it's not
Right. Right.
for me. But Teresa has helped me to really understand and realize that it's really for everybody and all walks of life. So it doesn't matter whether it's about Christianity or being an entrepreneur or in anything of that nature. So now I want to get involved in it. And, even with New Beginnings, I've had an opportunity to really go through the Mighty Networks and see what it's all about. So now it's like, I'm happy I'm going to be at the event because I can see everything that's going on and I can put my time into something else. And, really make time for some things that are really going to help to better me in the things that I'm doing and get me to that next level. So I'm really, really excited about it. Did you want to add anything, Teresa?
Of course. So running things, third
Oh,
annual
I'm sorry,
summit.
not to cut you off, but I did add this to your timeline on Facebook. So now all you need
Okay,
to do is
perfect.
send it if you need to.
Okay. So
I do
great
have to
to
teach a
share.
class. I'm gonna jump off, guys.
Okay.
Go ahead. Thank you
Yep.
so much for tuning
No,
in, Farmer. I
thank you
appreciate
guys
you.
for the opportunity. James,
Yeah.
looking forward to seeing you. Thank you, Super T.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I'll be texting you before Saturday. Thank you.
Okay, cool beans, cool
All
beans.
right.
Yeah, so I know that he was in the middle of teaching a class, and when we got
Yeah.
this opportunity, I was like, jump on, even if it's just for 5 minutes. I can take
Yeah.
it from there. So I
And my
just wanted you
co-host
to
is
see
actually
his.
popping in now. Kat Kwueen, she's coming on.
Okay, perfect. So,
Hey, Kat.
Running Things Summit. Hi, Kat.
Hello, nice to meet you.
You
So
as
this is,
well.
oh, I'm sorry. This is Super T. So she's actually on explaining about her organization, New Beginnings, and we just talked with Pastor Dieras Farmer, and he was talking about Led to Lead, which is his organization, and the two of them are collaborating on a conference that's going on next weekend. So just so you
Oh,
know,
wow. Oh, okay. And where is that going to be?
The summit, so we're having a Running Things Summit, and it's a collaboration between Super T Inspires, which is my business, and Pastor Farmer's Led to Lead, which is his business. And the summit is for ministry leaders, marketplace leaders, community leaders, and we have some powerhouse speakers that are going to be presenting. And the cost is your investment of your time. So that's it. I don't ever want to say that it's free, because it's not free, because these presenters have put a lot of work into this. So the investment is your time. So we have Chief Apostle Leon Nelson coming. We have Judge Cassandra Collier Williams. We have Pastor Al, and he's going to be talking about leadership. We have Chaplain Monicia Johnson, and she's going to be talking about creating balance, work-life balance. We have Manny Hall, which is an expert in marketing. And we also have Yolanda Prude, who's going to be talking about mental health. So it's April the 5th. Doors open at 9:30. We start promptly at 10. And Thrive 2025 stands for Training and Leading with Excellence, honoring God in all things, responding with wisdom, inspired through action, value in relationship, and empowering entrepreneurs. So we appreciate you giving us this little 10 minutes to come on and talk
yeah,
about what we have going on. Thank you guys so much.
I think it's really exciting when I tell you that I need all of that for mental health. Mental health is number one. You see, that's the first thing I mentioned. And then the work-life balance because of everything that I have going on. And I tell you, every time I talk to you, I don't know how you do it. I just really don't. And I'm in awe every time I see all of the things that you're doing. And I'm just like, I want to be like her when I think it's really exciting, and just everything that it encompasses that you just went over. I need all of that. So it's like I'm coming to film and then I'm coming to sit. So I could be there and really see what's going on. So like I really, really appreciate you for coming onto the platform, for always supporting me with everything it is that I do. And it's like even when I jump in and I know what I can do and I say, I can do this, I always second guess. And it's kind of that imposter syndrome thing. And just, you don't always feel like you belong. So I appreciate you. Like, I really, really appreciate you.
Well, you got this, James. You got this. So I'm glad that you're coming to film. So if you miss it, we will have recordings, but we really want you in the room, and seating is limited. So James is going to be filming each individual speaker so they can have their own little sessions. And what I encourage them to do is, get James to film their session, and in that they can use it for marketing, they can use it for
Absolutely.
promotions, they can use it for other things that they have going on. Kat, do you have any questions for me before I get out of here?
Yeah, so we do have a question from the comments, and it says, where is it?
Okay. The Running Things third annual leadership summit, Thrive 2025, will be located at the Snow Parma Library. The Snow Parma Library, the one that's located on Snow Road. Because if you're from Cleveland, there's actually three different libraries in Parma. So we're going to be at the one on Snow Road. Registration is on Eventbrite. You must register to attend. And the cost, the investment is your time.
Oh, you can't get anything better than that.
I'm
Listen,
trying to tell
and
you.
some people think their time is cheap, but that's one of the most important things. What you put your time into is really what you get out of life, really.
It,
I participated in a women's event recently, and it was life changing. We had so many speakers and they all did 20 minutes, and sometimes you think like, oh, I'm gonna be on here all day. I don't really care what they got to say. And it was really transformational. So, guys, please make sure you hit up Eventbrite and register for this amazing event.
Yeah, I think it's really, really exciting. Thank you so much, Teresa, for coming on. Did you have any final comments before we let you go?
I think we might have lost her. I think we got
Yeah,
some technical difficulties going
it's
on.
always it's.
Listen, we are not new to this. We are true to this. So listen, we ain't even worried. We'll make sure we post about the information so you
Absolutely.
guys can definitely check it out on all our
Absolutely.
social media, so you guys can get in on this for sure.
Absolutely. We and like Kat just said, we will make sure that we post about it. You will see it going across all social media. We'll get the flyers out there, and we will keep you posted on it. This again is on Saturday, April 5th, I believe the date is. So I'll make sure that you guys have all of the information, and Kat will be sharing it as well. So that being complete, we are going to go into all of the stuff and the content that we had going on today. What's good, Kat?
What's up, guys? Thank you for everybody that's in here watching with us in the building.
I know.
I want to give a shout out to journalist Shay.
Hey,
Journalist
Shay.
Shay has been doing her thing. She covered Manny's Dollhouse event. I want to say it was the Cut Up or Shut Up hair show. So you guys, please check out Journalist Shay on all platforms, and you guys can see all about it because it had Akron a buzz. And this is the same Manny who has been doing the styling. He's doing the hairstyling and the lashes for all the baddies girls. He's been getting Rolly and all of the girls together. So make sure you guys check it out. I heard it was an amazing event. So shout out once again to Journalist Shay.
Absolutely.
We've been having so many people doing so many different things. As of recent.
Listen, it's been so much stuff going on, just with us, with the network, all of the different things that we have happening. Let's see, what's Shay talking about? Super fun. It's always good to see Shay on here.
Super fun, and don't forget you covering an event, shaking your thing, honey. Yes, listen. Yes, I was just about to get to that. So. I know I told our transcenders about the wine and R&B event that I was going to be hosting last Friday.
It was so good. It was so good.
Thank you to everybody that came out in support. Thank you to all our transcenders in the building that came out, the people that shared the flyer, the people that shared some of the aftermath. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the wine and R&B, because listen, that was an amazing event. Like I shout out to everybody that was involved. It was, oh yeah, that sounds dope for sure. It was, so they do it every month in Cleveland. It's held at Space 65. So if you guys want to follow Space 65, or you can actually follow Wine and R&B on Instagram. So Nazy Nay and Saya 7 are in charge of the event, and so they contacted me to host, and it was amazing. Listen, I know a lot of people think that I'm an extrovert and stuff, but I get nervous too.
You so full of it. You so full of it. Listen, y'all. When I tell y'all, Kat was out there, I was like, hold up, is this my cousin? I'm like, wait a minute, I don't know if I'm supposed to be here. Like, Kat, you did an amazing job. I don't be in nobody club. Like, I do not be out there. So like, to get there and actually have a good time, and come to find out, I knew the birthday boy. So we're gonna talk about that.
Oh yeah, so we'll get into that. So yes, it was a wonderful event. We had a lot of performers. We had Charity Ivana performing. We had Miss Jenny perform. I really liked Miss Jenny. And then we had Danny P. And also, I just talked to him last night. Was another performer. He was so cool. T-Shine. He was doing
Keep talking. I just gotta go unlock the door. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I will tell you guys all about the event. So yes, we had some wonderful performers. Your girl was a little nervous, but I got through it. And so we did a lot of line dances. We did a lot of group activities. We had our performers. We had vendors. So shout out to King's Kitchen and Tai Tai's Tacos. Also, we had handcraft healing in the building. So we had a lot of different vendors that people could go through. So let me tell you about the wine and R&B event. So they were giving away free shots of vodka as well as free wine all night. So you cannot get better than that. You pay one price and you get the show and you get your drinks and you have a good time. So yeah, your girl, me and the DJ, we were doing our thing. Everything was so amazing. But yeah, I had the place turned up. Okay, you hear me? I was performing the whole night. Okay, they had me up there singing TLC and oh my God, Tyrese and everything. It was an amazing event. And so I am new to the hosting game. So if you guys need any hosting, you have any hosting opportunities, please hit me up at katqueen@gmail.com. And for sure, I will be there for a fee. So I'm just so happy for the people that came out to support me. It was a wonderful event. And so, and what journalist Shay said, she said I was shaking my thing. I sure was. So we definitely had a birthday in the building. So once he told me it was his birthday, I'm like, oh, I gotta make sure we turn up for him because
Like,
he was just
really
so
good.
sweet. He was so sweet. And I just wanted to make a good, fun environment. I got a lot of feedback. A lot of people that attended inboxed me after the event and just told me like it was so fun. It was so grown and sexy. Like I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the crowd, the environment. So, and that's really what I wanted to bring to it. I wanted to bring something fresh, fun, grown. I want us to get real sexy. And listen, if y'all see, y'all can go on my page at Kat Kwueen and y'all can see all the videos, honey. Listen, I was doing some things, okay? I was doing some. I know you heard the crowd was like, oh, whoa.
Yeah, you did. I thought you did really amazing, and for the way that things were set up, and anytime you have an event like that, it's always things that can go wrong. Some stuff never really goes the way that you really planned it, and it's like you had a backup plan for everything. Like you could tell that you really, really prepared for the event, and you were really good at getting the crowd hype and getting them involved, and they were participating. And when they started line dancing, and you was line dancing on stage, I was just like, listen, y'all need to go to her IG and this Kat Kwueen. Y'all need to go to her IG and check out these videos. Like Kat was really turned. Kat was really turned. I thought Charity Ivana did really, 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 really good.
She did so good, and I really love that she brings her own musicians. I think that really adds an extra layer to the performance.
I love like acoustic type stuff, so like to me that was bomb to me. Like I thought it was really, really dope.
Yeah, it was amazing. And you guys know Charity Ivana was on the first episode of Cat Got Your Tongue.
Yeah.
We are very, very close friends going back, and I shared the story on stage, but we were just two young girls, dreaming big, and now we were sharing the stage together, and that just was so amazing to me. So shout out to Charity Ivana and all of the performers. It was a wonderful night, and we had our performers, we had our songs, we had our drinks, and listen, we was turning up. So yeah, so the birthday boy, once he told me it's his birthday, I'm like, oh, I'll be messing with him all night. So I was messing with him, dancing with him. He got a little twerk action for show because it was his birthday. So shout out to Mr. Cedric. Happy birthday once again. You definitely made the event so much fun.
You could tell he really enjoyed it.
He enjoyed it, and after the event, some of the people cleared out. We played some different music for him and let him pop his champagne, and we turned up a little bit. So it was just a really, really good environment. Like, you guys, make sure you check out next month. They will be having another one. Keep watching on my page. Excuse me, I will be posting when they have the next one. So don't miss it.
I thought it was super dope. So again, make sure y'all get to her IG at Kat Kwueen and check out the pictures, check out the videos. It was really, really dope. Before I move on to the next thing, I want to make sure that I shout out Ketoliciousness because she is in the comments. She is always like a mess of support, major support to the networks and things that I'm working on. And I really, really, really appreciate you, Ketoliciousness. And she has a new service where she is, you see so many people who are selling dinners, but she sells meal prep. And when I tell you that her menu is like off the chain, I'm like, when I tell you I'm getting my money together, and listen, y'all, I'm getting my money together. She got some really bomb stuff, and I know it's gonna switch up every week, so it's not gonna always be the same thing. But When I tell y'all she is like a bomb cook, like I used to invite her. I invited her to the radio to the entertainment plug, and she was coming to the studio because I thought that it would be really good to have her content on there. But I also liked when she came because she always brought some food. And that's how real greedy. But listen,
No, listen, a friend with some food, that's the friend that's in the right mood, okay? Because baby, I'm telling you, I that's what I need.
I mean, like, can you please bring some more of the shrimp? Which listen, she is a bomb cook. So definitely look out for that because as she starts getting her flyers and all that stuff together, I'm gonna really be sharing a lot of that across IG and definitely here on the network. And speaking of the network, we have so much stuff going on. So we have a new YouTube community that is coming. The cool thing is that like any of you out there who are content creators or who are doing the things that we're doing and podcasting and that sort of thing, you know how important it is to for YouTube and your numbers and all of that kind of stuff and making sure that you get the likes and the subscriptions and all of that kind of stuff. So shameless plug. Make sure that you like, make sure that you subscribe, make sure that you share this with your friends and your family and everybody that you love, and maybe even the people that you don't really care about. Share this with everybody so that they can like and they can subscribe and they can really support the network. This new YouTube community is coming. We are monetizing now, which is a huge step in YouTube land and podcasting and that sort of thing. So we have the views, we have the followers. It's taken some time, but we have gotten here. Listen, I've had this network for 2 years, and it has taken that much time to build it. But I don't care. Like when I tell y'all that it's really about the grind and really getting it in. So we appreciate you guys because obviously without you, we could not be where we are. So we do appreciate that. New YouTube community is coming. I am going to post on social media because I'm trying to name the community now. Kat Kwueen and I, we have what we think is a pretty good name. We were talking about UGD land, which is cool. It's got UGD in there, plus it's got land in there, and obviously we in Cleveland, so kind of add, it kind of sounds good and makes sense. But then I was like, I really like the UGD HQ. I don't know where this HQ thing came from.
Yeah, HQ. You do like HQ.
I don't know why I like that so much, but UGD land sounds really good. I want to know what you guys' thoughts are. So you can put anything.
Yeah, maybe we should do. Yeah,
you can send us messages.
Maybe we'll do a like a poll on Instagram or something.
Yeah,
and see what the people think.
Yeah, we'll get some polls going and kind of see what people think, and then whatever you guys decide is ultimately what I'm gonna go with. So it's gonna be between those two names, UGD land and UGD HQ. So I will get those polls going up probably tonight. I'll get them up, and then we'll kind of see where things are next week and maybe the week after, and then make a final decision on what we are going to name the community. But it is coming. The community is cool because then you'll be able to do the super chats and the super likes and all of that kind of stuff. You can donate to support the network. All kinds of different things that are going to be, part of that community, and then that'll kind of add to. That'll kind of add to me adding more days of us actually being online. Sometimes it may just be Kat. Sometimes it may just be me. Sometimes it'll be both of us. Sometimes we'll have somebody else with us that we invite in to kind of guest co-host with us, and we'll be right there on the platform, the community. I'm sorry, so that then you guys can come in and we can kind of have some fun in there outside of the typical broadcast that we do on Wednesday nights. So that will be coming soon. I think that's going to bring a lot of opportunity, and we'll start having more celebrity guests who actually come into the community and chat with everybody. And, it just kind of adds to some of the stuff that we are going to be adding to the network. We'll have nights that are specifically designated to talking about some of the reality shows, definitely the Housewives, because I got a lot to say definitely about the Housewives of Atlanta. Right? When I tell you, I feel like it's slipping and I'm just kind of not really feeling it right now. I like Shania, but I'm still on the fence though. So we're going to have a lot to say about that. And we're going to start getting into some of the other housewife, platforms as well. Some of the other reality shows as well. And I know Kat Kwueen does some different things on Kat Got Your Tongue. So
we'll be talking about some more we're going to be diving into some more series, guys, some of the
Mhm.
more popular series, and then we're going to be doing some of the baddie shows. So we're
Yeah.
probably going to do like maybe go through the different seasons, and we're going to bring back K Nicole. I know you guys like K Nicole on there with me talking about the series, so we're definitely going to have her back. So let us know, inbox us or comment down below if there's any show you want us to review or talk about.
And then we'll start getting some of the people from those shows onto the platform as well, so that you guys can
Yes.
chat with them and ask questions and that sort of thing. So I think it'll be pretty cool. So that's just some of the expectations of the community, and then of course, there's going to be other things that will come that that I won't necessarily mention, and obviously some things that we haven't planned yet, but that will come along with it. So many different ways that you can support the network. Obviously, coming in, liking, and commenting and subscribing to the network and to the platform and to the YouTube, and obviously all of our social media and that sort of thing. But we also take, just like any other YouTube or anything, we definitely take donations, which ultimately help the network. We actually just created a GoFundMe. I've kind of been on the fence about whether I necessarily wanted to use that, but most people are using Cash App and that sort of thing. We do have our Cash App, which is $UG Digital, but also we do have a GoFundMe now that we are going to start putting the link actually down in the scroller. So, then you'll be able to go to that. And if you feel like you want to donate or do anything like that, then you can. And ultimately, it helps us. We have a lot of different things coming. Obviously, the new station that's going to be opening, and we'll be doing live shows and different things like that there, and bringing celebrity guests and different people from around the city into the station so that we can do live broadcasts and that sort of thing. So it's a lot of things coming, and obviously a lot of us, fund those things, not just from ourselves, but from people who want to support and donate to the network. So I just thought it would be cool to use something like a GoFundMe, where people can just kind of put into that pot. So we will start putting that out there as well. Of course, the new offices, which I did talk about. We have another magazine coming. So we already have UG Digital Magazine, which is back up and running, and we're getting new issues out. But we also have Culture Crave coming. Culture Crave is going to touch on pop culture. So outside of the hip-hop, outside of R&B, there's a lot of people in pop culture who definitely influence us as well, and people that we follow and listen to and watch. And we are going to start covering a lot of those people and getting interviews and that sort of thing. And that type of stuff will be going into Culture Crave. So that is coming in April. So actually not very far away at all. So definitely a lot of stuff that we are working on and that we have in the works. But obviously, as always, we are glad that you guys are here to support us. I appreciate you, Kat, because there's so much that you are putting into all of this too, just in terms of the thought process and the processes that we need to go through and the things that we need to do. And you're putting in just as much work. So I'm truly, tremendously grateful to you for all of the stuff that you're doing. And you are flying up here to Cleveland every weekend for Funny Bone Nights, which Funny Bone has been jumping. We just connected with Damon Williams, comedian, last week, which was really, really cool. Kat posted her pictures already. I mean, obviously it's a week later, so they should be up.
I know. I just posted them, and he actually just reposted my picture. So shout out to Damon Williams. Make sure you guys go follow him at Damon Williams Comedy. And then we also have friend to the show, Rodney Perry, at Rodney Perry Live. He also posted or reposted our picture.
I saw that
I had posted with us together. We have been working really close with the Funny Bone guys. Next up we have Faison Love is going to be in the building. We also have Marlon Wayans coming down to Akron, I believe April 19th. So guys, make sure y'all looking out for that, because I definitely listen. I love Marlon Wayans. Like, that has been my sister's celebrity cricketia's celebrity crush for years. And I'm saying, like, that has since we was younger. That's been her. She's so silly, so they would be a match made in heaven. But I really love his comedic style and really just his acting style in general. If you really watched him, he took a lot of classes and did a lot of things and worked on his craft a lot more than people think. He just got a famous family and that he just jumped out there and did a lot. But he studied at Howard. He just studied at Howard for a long time, which is my sister is a graduate of Howard. So definitely, you guys, if you're in the Akron area, check out Marlon Wayans on April 19th.
Yeah, I think that's going to be super, super dope.
Mm-hmm.
We have a number of new shows that are going to be coming to the network.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's a number of new shows that are going to be coming. I can't really say too much about this, about the stuff that I have kind of in the tank right now, outside of the fact that I am going to be casting for hosts, for a couple of these shows. So if any of you feel like you want to get into podcasting, if you just want to talk about it, maybe we can see what kind of ideas we have. Maybe you want to launch your own type of a podcast and not necessarily the shows that we're working on. If you have any interest, you can always shoot an email to us. Let's see which email you guys can actually send to Transcending the Culture 1. That's number 1. So Transcending the Culture number 1 at gmail.com. Or you can email me directly as James Grant Johnson Jr. Jr. at gmail.com. So, I mean, you guys can send your emails if you have any interest in podcasting and you just want to talk about it or discuss it or, kind of come up with some ideas. I'm definitely willing to sit down with people. It's no consultation fee or anything like that. So just an opportunity to kind of break bread and see what ideas you have. And maybe it's something that will work with us and we can all grow together. So definitely make sure that you take advantage of that if you have any interest. Let's see, streamlining the social media. I actually have been working on doing that. So we got rid of, well, definitely on Instagram, I got rid of the Transcending the Culture IG. I got rid of the Entertainment Plug IG. And we just have the one Instagram account, which is UGD Media HQ. So if you make sure that you follow that, then you'll get all of the updates on every platform that we have, whether it's Kat Got Your Tongue or whether it's Transcending the Culture or the Entertainment Plug or any of our new platforms that'll be coming. You can follow there. So UGD Media HQ on Instagram. It is ultimately going to be the same on Facebook and it's going to be the same on Twitter or X. So just keep that in mind and look for those to hit on the other platforms. But right now on Instagram, UGD Media HQ, make sure that you follow that. And then of course I'm at I am James Grant and Authentically James, and of course Kat Kwueen on all platforms. You guys can get us there. And let's see, what's the last thing? Actually, that was it. So that was kind of my list of stuff that I wanted to go through before we hit some of these topics out here. So I think we're doing really good time-wise. It's 7:40. So I'm sure we probably got maybe close to an hour of topics or maybe a little bit less. We're not going to keep you guys too late tonight. Yeah, that's kind of all I had, Kat.
Okay, let's take it to the topics. I did want to point out that we have Carisha, aka Young Miami, will be in Cleveland at the Medusa this weekend. She's on a tour for Risha Reloaded. Crisis is going to be one of the hosts, so shout out to Crisis. He is down in Atlanta. Crisis is down in Atlanta right now. He is actually on the air live with Myasia Simone, who we met at the Atlanta's Women's Expo. She did the hosting. Yeah, so they are live right now on Hot 97. So if you guys are in the Atlanta area or you have iHeartRadio, make sure that you guys tune into them. They will be live from 7 p.m. today until 12 a.m.
Oh, that's
so shout out to Crisis. I know he down there doing his thing. I'm going to try to be in the building, possibly, to see Carisha, Young Miami. So if you guys want something to do, make sure you go see go to the Medusa this weekend and also to the Funny Bone to see Faison Love. So it's some things going on. I gotta stop listening, y'all. I be burning on my way to Cleveland every weekend because it's always something to do, guys. So remember, if you always in the market for something to do, make sure you watch Transcending the Culture because we always plug in what's going on around the city. So let's get into some of these topics. This is the topic that has been burning up the internet, X, Twitter, everything. People trying to piece together the story, but I got maybe a little bit of insight on the story.
Oh, you got some intel.
I might got a little bit of intel. So there was a rumor that over an event this weekend that our lovely Sherry Shepherd and Miss Nia Long, Miss Fine all along, Nia Long, got into it. Got into it, y'all. And I cannot believe it because they are both so sweet. Like I can't even imagine them getting into this little tizzy. So let me give y'all a little tidbit of what's going on. So Miss Sherry Shepherd said she was attending an event and she's on the red carpet talking to people, and she said somebody grabbed her arm and swung her around, and she looked and she saw an unnamed actress. And this is all alleged, guys. Sherry Shepherd talked about this on her show, but she said unnamed actress. She kept driving that. So she said this unnamed actress who she knows swung her around, and she's thinking, oh, it's all love. Hey, girl. And she said, the girl said, talking about me. You have been bad mouthing me and this and the third. And Sherry was like, dang, I'm trying to think. She like, I know I usually keep track of who I be bad mouthing, and I don't think she was one of them. So she told her, yes, you've been bad mouthing me. Like, I don't want to hear it, keep my name out your mouth, and walked off. So Sherry said she was a little, her flabbers were gasted. So she didn't know what to do. So she kind of like me, which is like sometimes when stuff happens so fast and sometimes I don't react in the moment, but baby, I'm going to get your ass. So Sherry said she waited in the bathroom for 15 minutes. She said she knew the lady was going to need a bathroom break sooner or later.
Right.
So she said about 15 minutes later, Nia Long walked in, and they had a little tizzy.
Did that happen?
She said that she told her that I don't be talking about you. I haven't said anything, unsavory about you. And she said Nia just kept saying, yes, you did. Yes, you did. I know you did. So we don't really. She said it wasn't really a resolution. They didn't really get down to what she said or whatever, but she just kind of washed her hands of the situation and kind of alluded to Nia Long being washed up. So what do you think, James? What do you think about that altercation? Like,
so I didn't realize it. I knew she said that she had been in the bathroom for like 15 minutes, but I never heard the part where she said that she finally walked in or whatever. So I didn't know that they actually came face to face after she had walked off from her. I don't think that she's washed up, but I mean, I don't think that she's washed up, but I just think that like the only thing that I could really remember, and I was going to look for the video, but then, I watch The Breakfast Club a lot, and Lauren LaRosa had actually pulled up the audio of when Sherry Shepherd was talking about her divorce or the ex-husband or the husband cheating on her. And the audio that she played, she didn't say anything shady or nothing. So I don't know if it was, and it kind of made sense when Lauren LaRosa was talking about it on The Breakfast Club, and she was saying that just in that time, like because of the stress and everything that was going on, probably anything could have been taken as though you were talking shady or that sort of thing. So who knows where it came from, unless there's just something else.
I feel like I'm having some technical difficulties. I can't hear anymore. One moment.
Okay.
Let me make sure it ain't just me.
Can you hear me?
One moment, guys. James, you keep on talking. You keep on going.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. And I've been. So she fell off, y'all. So I don't know. I've been kind of digging on that hashtag. What's up? I've been kind of digging a little bit just to kind of see if I could figure out where any of that came from. Now, what I will say is that it did sound a little weird that she was just waiting in the bathroom for 15 minutes. Like, did you know she was coming in there, or how did you know? I don't know. That didn't make sense. So, people, a lot of times they try to trump stuff up or whatever. And, of course, she's from Chicago and Nia Long is from Brooklyn, I do believe. And I don't know. It just seemed like a bunch of mess to me. It didn't really make a whole lot of sense. What I can say is that, just in terms of watching Sherry Shepherd and all of the stuff that she has going on, like I've never seen an instance where she's just flat out being shady or talking shady about somebody or anything like that. And I don't, from all that I've seen of her and different interactions, I don't really know her to be shady or anything like that, or purposely shady. So it didn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. I think if anything, it was just more funny when you heard Sherry Shepherd talking about it on the show. But outside of that, I didn't really know what to make of it, though.
I just want to say what's up to hashtag. I don't know if you already said hey to him, but I wanted to shout out hashtag. Thank you, hashtag. Hashtag has been one of our transcenders from the beginning. He also is one of our transcenders that sends stars. So if you want to support us, make sure that you are sending stars on Facebook. You're able to send that to us, and that is essentially supporting us as well as keeping us monetized and bringing you guys for excellent content. But I did want to, let's see, hashtag said, I think it's marketing for a bigger move for both of their parts. At least I hope that's what it is. Me too, because I've always seen Nia Long, especially going through, the public cheating scandal and the divorce, her being so, graceful and classy for so many years. It just seems so out of character. Now, I will say that people have said, and this is allegedly, that Sherry be stirring up mess and, she be talking smack. Now, that's what I've heard from people. Listen, this is what they didn't say.
And it could be true.
It could be true, could not be. And, we don't know the relationships with people behind the scenes. These people have been working on the same movies and TV shows and stuff for years. So it's hard when people make that transition from actress to media personality, because they may have to cover things, that may be about their friends and colleagues. What do you think about celebrities getting upset about what media people or coming on people's shows, checking them about what they may have said and their known media personalities? What do you think about that?
I mean, I guess it depends on how they do it. I mean, just like you said, in one respect, that's their job. So they got to talk about what's going on. It's just like the Dawn Robinson stuff, that's going on, because we're going to definitely talk about that. And I love Dawn Robinson. I love Dawn Robinson, really been wanting to get her on the network and still do. But, obviously the stuff that's going on right now, we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. But I think it's how you talk about it and how you come. And you don't have to say
so what about let's talk about Birdman blowing down on Charlamagne and them, keep my name out, keep my motherfucking name out y'all mouth. I don't want to say it again. What do you think about that? Him,
I thought that was
really
stupid.
Blowing down on yeah.
I thought that was stupid and unnecessary, and I don't even. And Charlamagne say a whole lot of shit. So I mean, I know he say a lot of shit, but I don't really recall him saying anything that crazy or that egregious that it really warranted coming to the radio station and acting the fool or whatever. I thought that was stupid.
Yeah. So what do you think about Sexy Red and a lot of different people coming up to the Breakfast Club to check Jess Hilarious when she said things while she was being, a social media star? Wasn't even, she wasn't even in their realm yet. A lot of times when she was making these Jess with the Mess, sketches.
Well, I think that was stupid because she still never really clarified, or it still never added up when she said that Jess was talking bad about her or whatever. When you listen to everything that Jess said,
well, I think that it was, and I will say this, sometimes you're embarrassed to repeat what they said.
Yeah.
And Jess was calling her all type of ugly man and this and the third. So I don't think she was going to say on air, you called me this, you called me that, because Jess kind of know, y'all know what y'all saying about Sexy Red. Y'all know what y'all saying. But I do think that a lot of these stars have to realize that we are media people. We have to cover this stuff regardless. It's going to get covered. And like you said, it should come out in a respectful way, but you have to understand that with the celebrity, you have to take the good with the bad, and I don't know. It's like this. I don't see y'all showing up to TMZ and People Magazine.
Right. Right.
Why it's always the smoke with the black people?
Because they know they got security there. They know
they got security. Right. James, go ahead and check that private chat for me a little bit. Let's go check the private chat. But what was I about to say? So hashtag said it's entertainment. I just hope they utilize their platform to better relationships and differences between Black women, for sure. And you know what? I want to talk about this, and this is it kind of great segue into the next topic. I definitely wanted to talk about the Just Hilarious versus Lauren LaRosa situation that's going on at the Breakfast Club. And then we also okay, we also I see them doing something with the marketing with that as well. So let's talk about the initial situation, and let's talk about after that how they kind of cleaned it up. So let me explain.
Well, it's more shade out there now. I mean, well, it's not really shade, but people taking it like it's shade. But go ahead.
Okay, so as you guys know, Just Hilarious did end up getting pregnant very early on into her integration into the Breakfast Club. You know, she was supposed to be coming in, stepping into big shoes of Angela Yee, which in my personal opinion, I never thought she was a good fit. I never thought she was going to be a good one. And I really don't think her name should be Just Hilarious because I don't think she's that big funny. But that's just me, my personal opinion. I think sometimes she can come off a little bit more mean. Like I've known girls like that is like they messy and they mean, but it's not really, to me, it's not that. I like funny. I like to laugh, but you know, I never thought she was going to be a good fit for that. And then she came in and immediately kind of got pregnant with a maternity leave.
Right.
As a woman, you know, everything is our choice in a woman's body and all that. And we should be respectful of, you know, maternity leave and things like that. But you have to make choices. And I know that it's a new day and age, and I know that the new rappers are all getting pregnant and popping out and going back on tour, but it's different. She was not solidified in that job.
Right.
So when they brought on Lauren LaRosa, where they kind of you know, upped her position, because she had already been working in the background and doing certain things. But when she stepped in that position, and it's like, you got somebody that went to school for this, that's been working on this, that is a professional stepping in, and nobody expected her to take off and do the job better than Jess.
Right.
So I think everybody was kind of, you know, and it was going good. Everything was great until Jess came back.
Right.
And when Jess came back, it really wasn't a space for her anymore. She realized, hey, this girl doing my job better than me. So then they got catty, and they was, you know, arguing. Jess had told her to shut up on the air one day.
Yeah, which was unacceptable.
Which I thought was, me personally, she should have got fired. I mean, we know Charlamagne say way worse stuff, but that was uncalled for.
Yeah.
So what do you think about the initial, you know, situation with them, and who do you think is a better fit?
Well, as far as the initial situation, when she came in, like that's a big thing to step into that job that was vacant for almost a year. Mm-hmm. And they spent all that time looking for somebody, and then you got picked. And I didn't necessarily think that she was the best fit either. I don't think she's bad, but I just didn't think that she was the best fit. I don't understand. I guess I don't really get how she and Lauren LaRosa both interviewed for it, and she ended up getting it over Lauren LaRosa. I don't necessarily understand that.
A lot of times in these jobs, and we know this too, working in media, sometimes it's not the qualifications anymore.
Absolutely.
It's the followers. It's the followers.
Who you know,
it's the who you know. It's the who knows you. It's the marketability. Lauren LaRosa is actually pretty much unknown, and it's really inspiring what she's been able to do with this platform in that short amount of time that Jess was gone.
Yeah. And I think that. So I think that was a bad move, you know, probably in the beginning, but I guess I can get why they made the choice that they made. But I think that just kind of put her foot in her mouth when she recommended Lauren LaRosa to come and fill in for her. Because when she came to fill in, then it was like, wow, so they actually have somebody on the mic who is not just telling the story, but they have like all of the details and all of the facts, and they called the police station and they called this place and they got all of the details of what went on. And like she would have all the facts, like pages of facts that, you know, and the thing is, she's used to having done that because she's been working for TMZ for 7 years. So it's like, this is what she does. And, you know, a lot of people really started to see the difference. I can see, obviously there's a big difference in how they both deliver it. But I think that there is a necessity for both of them now. Like a lot of people obviously have gotten used to, just being there. And for as many people as there are that felt like she shouldn't be there, I think it's just as many people who feel like she should be there. I think
she has a big following, and she has that shock factor, that wow factor, that you don't know what she's gonna say, you don't know how she's gonna say it. So sometimes I feel like Charlamagne has dialed back on that a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like they kind of put her in that, well, she gonna say whatever, she's gonna, make it shocking or make it entertaining,
Yeah.
So it
But
seems
I
like
think
Charlamagne and Envy a little tired.
Yeah. Now as far as as far as just having the outbursts on social media, I think that a lot of that came from reading the comments and really playing into what people were saying. And I know that Charlamagne kept saying that, and DJ Envy kept saying that, who I'm actually starting to actually like now, because I've been mad at DJ Envy for a long time. So I'm actually, I think when they had their come to Jesus moment, and they all was sitting in, they all was on the air, and they was talking about the situation, and Lauren and Jess, talked back and forth, and Jess was sitting there crying and shit, and DJ Envy, I like how he came to her aid a little bit, and he was like, "I rock with you the long way." I really did appreciate the fact that he really did. Like you could tell that it seemed genuine when he was talking to her. And I was like, okay, he kind of halfway decent now, because I've been mad at DJ Envy for a long time.
Listen, I've been mad at DJ Envy since he cheated on his wife. So listen,
not just that, but it's a lot of shit with DJ Envy. When he get mad and when he get mad and people coming at him or whatever, he'll get up and leave studio in the middle of the interview.
He will.
It's a lot of stuff with DJ Envy that has just irked me for a long time. But
I
really did appreciate how he stuck up for her, though, and he came to her defense and all of that stuff. Mm-hmm. So, as far as I just think that a lot of what she was saying and how she didn't know what was going on, and they didn't have her in the loop, and that kind of it takes somebody who has been in this industry and in this field to know that that's the kind of shit that happens when you in radio, when you in mainstream radio. That's the kind of shit that happen. They make plans and they do stuff, and you don't know shit about it. And whether Charlamagne knew or whether DJ Envy knew, that's still up in the air. Of course they say they didn't know what was going on either, and to me they supposed to say that. So they might have knew a little bit or a whole lot more than what she knew. But as far as Lauren being there, I think it made sense. It was odd for both of them to be in the room and on the mic at the same time, because they both was doing the same thing.
Right.
They both was doing the same thing. So I don't think that. I don't think they should have put it on air like starting out, but I think that because it was on the air, I felt that it was better for them to clean it up on the air, because they already got the public in the middle of it, and it was already on Front Street. So I thought it made more sense to clean it up while they were on the air. So. As far as her being there as a producer, I think that was a good move. But then you see what happened after that. She fucked around and she done got her own podcast on Charlamagne's network.
Yeah, she got.
And that ain't something that just happened overnight.
Charlamagne's network, and it's on under iHeartRadio, I believe, or under the whole umbrella. So she's going to be on all the platforms and everything. Yeah. I did want to give a shout out to Reese. Make sure you guys are watching Real Talk with Reese on Saturdays at.
What's up, Reese?
That's my girl right there. Swallow you up like Reese's Pieces. Come on, girl. You know I need it. I be thinking about that every time I think about Reese. I think it was on the air to get it to go viral. Yeah. For real. Listen, it's the saying goes, no publicity is bad publicity. So I think that it definitely. A lot of people have said the Breakfast Club was stale, it was over, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think that this definitely reinvigorated a lot of things. Their numbers have gone up, everything like that. Hey, Charmaine, thank you for coming in. But yeah, so I definitely think it was on the air for that. And if you guys have not been looking at their social media, they have literally been forcing Lauren and Jess in every video together.
Yeah.
Like they have been on everything.
Like
they're in it, you know.
Like, what do you think about? Because in the past few episodes, like Jess been on this thing where we need to find you a man or whatever. Like, what do you think about that?
I think that is her being shady and is
yes, absolutely. Okay.
Undercover. I would be offended. And the thing about Jess is Jess definitely what's up, Timbuktu? Guys, listen, Timbuktu was one of the amazing comics that we saw at the Funny Bone. Please, you guys, make sure you follow him on his platforms. Timbuktu, can you please put your in the comments? So
look, Timbuktu need to be one of the headliners down there.
Listen, he's so goddamn funny. Oh my God, he had me cracking.
When he pulled that damn chicken tender out, I about fell out the damn chair.
Listen, talk about it still warm. Pissing me off. Like, don't piss me off. He was so fucking funny, man. I'm telling you, like, shocking, funny. I can only see good things from him. And he will be on the network soon. You guys, you can definitely follow him at Timbuktu_31. And he has definitely been supporting us. He has been liking and commenting on all the things.
Man, we appreciate you just as much.
Listen, we appreciate you so much.
We appreciate you just as much. Listen, man, I will be reaching out to you actually in the coming days so that we could get you scheduled for the podcast. Like, we got to get you on here. But we appreciate you just as much.
Reese, well, we just crack it up. Listen, I had my drink. I had 3 drinks. Y'all was making fun of me because I like to have options. But I was drinking my drink and I was choking. Like, he was so hilarious. Oh my God. I love him. And Reese had told us as soon as she was like, "That's my guy. He's about to tear it up." And sure enough, he did. So
but that's the second time I've seen him though. So like,
really?
That's the second time I've seen him though. So he's really, really dope.
Love him. Love his energy.
Like going down there to the Funny Bone, period. Like
we always work with the Funny Bone. I love the Funny Bone. They have some really amazing performers, and then the openers are really good. And it really exposes you to a lot of comedians, especially locally, that we're not aware of. So
absolutely.
Shout out to the Funny Bone. We're going to keep providing you guys wonderful content about all their comics that they have, and we're always in the building. So if you guys ever feel the need to come out and chill with UG Digital, y'all know where we gonna be at. So
listen.
Yeah.
Listen, come down and we get one big table. Like that'll be dope.
So yeah, let us know, guys. Make sure you message us or comment below if you guys are interested in going to the Funny Bone. Yeah, we usually go Saturdays, and it's always a good time. So they're bringing some amazing people to the Cleveland area that we normally don't see. So I'm excited. But yeah, we're gonna keep you guys posted on everything that's going on with the Breakfast Club. I am happy for Lauren. As a person, just like us, like coming up kind of relatively unknown and really doing the work. It's, and not to say social media is easy or the easy way out, because it's hard to go viral and make that content and editing things. But it's nice to see someone that did it a different way and really you could tell that she really cares about what she's doing. She really cares about, what she's talking about. She's hungry and she appreciates the job. Sometimes people get these jobs and it's like, okay, I'm just gonna come in and read what they got for me, but I really like that. And then for her to flip that into her own thing and her own podcast, and they're talking about putting her on all these different things. I've literally been seeing so many ads with her name and things like that that I've never seen before. So shout out to Lauren LaRosa. Look, Reese said we about to have a UGD VIP table just for us. They need to.
I'm trying to tell you.
Listen,
I'm trying to tell you.
Right up there. They know we're gonna be right there.
No, I think that what she's doing is really dope. Like I just love the independent struggle. And she got Brown Girl Grinding. I love the independent struggle. So when you look at the Roland Martins now, and you look at all of the different people who are getting into the independent side of it, I just like doing that type of stuff. So I mean, I definitely admired her from the beginning and the stuff that she was working on. I think that even though she's newer to the Breakfast Club, I think it's dope, obviously that she's there as a producer, but that she gets her own podcast, because I think that she definitely deserves it. She's definitely going to bring the content. Like, I already know that.
Yeah.
And she's starting, like, she busting her ass. Like, she's starting in a week. Like the podcast together. Like, she pulled that together fast as hell. She just announced it a few days ago, or a week, within the last week, and it's coming out on the 31st of this month. And that ain't something that just came overnight. So even when all this Just Hilarious stuff went down or whatever, that stuff was already in motion. That was already in motion. And I'm quite sure that she probably feels some kind of way about Lauren coming in, and now she's getting her own, her own show.
Mm-hmm.
And I can imagine her probably feeling some kind of way with Charlamagne, because it's like he helping her do it. And I don't see nothing wrong with it. But
it's nothing wrong with it. And
I don't see nothing wrong with it at all. But I know a lot of people
sometimes
will feel a certain kind of way.
What you put in, and we was just talking about this earlier, what you put into something is what you get out of it.
Absolutely.
And people can literally see what she's putting into it. And not to say Jess is not putting anything into it, but sometimes you have to go above and beyond. You can't just sometimes it's not just good enough to do your job.
Right.
Just show up and, read the cue cards and do what sometimes, you could tell Lauren was going the extra mile, and how much it was really,
that's that TMZ. That's the TMZ training, though.
And I mean, the interviews that she were doing and the questions that she was asking, it just was so different than what we were getting, and it was very needed. So, I definitely could just see the difference, and we just let that be a lesson to everybody. Especially in the media game, you really have to do more than just. Like, we don't just sit there and report on this and it's the only thing we do. We don't just come on here and y'all, hey, this transcending culture, and then we log off and that's it. Hell no, me and James talk damn daily.
Right.
About this stuff. We are sending content back and forth. James is networking on his end. I'm networking on my end. I'm working on this. He working on this. Doing this. We starting this website. We starting this. Like, you literally have to go above and beyond. And I swear,
I know you be like,
the more that we're doing this,
I'll be like, I know Kat is probably sick of all these goddamn messages. I'll be like, sometimes I'll be done sent 10 or 15 messages before you. I'll be like, I know she's sick of all my goddamn messages.
No, I'll be like, you know what? That's a good fucking idea. Hold on, let me.
I'll be going,
before I forget, let me go on and send this. And we go back and forth. We collaborate on things. We get things done, and that is why this thing right here is taking off the way that it is. Like, absolutely. You guys, so much.
Like when I say that, Prince Nana, thank you for tuning in.
Yes, listen, this is one of my favorite new transcenders. Prince Nana has definitely been blowing down on my comments. He has been liking and sharing everything, and really letting us know that he really enjoyed the show last week with journalist Shay. He had inboxed me and told me that it was a great show. So we will be bringing you some excellent content on the way. Thank you, Prince Nana, for the feedback.
And Prince Nana, he has really he has some amazing tracks with 10K, who was on the Entertainment Plug last weekend. So,
yes. Oh my gosh. She has been taking off too. She has been doing a lot of reels and stuff lately. So if you guys want to keep up with 10K, make sure you follow her. She just today was doing a TikTok challenge with her son. And I just like this. I love stuff like that. I love when people say family and they like, she has an amazing personality that really shines through. Also we have Miss Kat. She has been doing her thing as well. What Reese say? That's my brother. Listen, we are all, I be feeling like we are just all connected. Like, I just really love that. And a lot of times when I go out and I talk about something, they're like, oh, I know who that is. Or they're like, oh, Reese, I love Reese. Or like, it's just so nice to be in this community with people that are like-minded, doing the same thing, and that are so positive. So thank you guys for being here with us. I really appreciate it. So let's get into the next topic. Y'all, guess who is almost out the doghouse, y'all?
Who?
They said that they letting Will Smith back in Hollywood, y'all. That's what I'm hearing.
Oh, really?
That's what I'm hearing, y'all.
Is that what the story was about?
The story is that almost everything is forgiven, and that low-key, and this is allegedly, very low-key alleged, that the Oscars are thinking about lifting the ban early. Now, it may not be this year, may not be next year, but they are thinking of lifting the ban on Will Smith. And he is also in talks with major Hollywood studios to return back like business as usual.
Oh,
So, and especially on social media, a lot of people have been saying, we forgive him, we understand, and they love him so much that they really, kind of don't care about the whole situation. So what do you think? Are you happy that Will Smith seems to be being welcomed back in the public opinion and maybe bringing us some more A-list movies soon?
I am. I thought 10 years was way too long. Like I could see a year, maybe 2 years, that sort of thing, maybe even 3 years, but 10 years,
Look,
and
and
to me that was too much.
if you hear from Reese, listen, if you heard it from me and Reese, baby, you didn't heard it from the right people, because
Right.
we always connected. We always connected. Yes, we love Will Smith for sure. I'm happy. I love Will Smith. Being a 90s baby, I grew up with him just being the epitome. Him and Denzel were the epitome of what I thought an actor was.
Uh-huh.
Not even by race, not even by, if I thought of an actor, I'm thinking Denzel or Will Smith. Like, these movies and these things that they've brought us over the years they're not comparable to anything else. So I'm happy. And you know me, I'm all down for my man slapping somebody for me. So Will, I never was against you, my G. I was right with you, okay? Because let us be at an award show that I done spent hours and thousands of dollars getting ready for. We've created content in the back. We're doing all these things. And they want us at this award show because us being here is bringing them tons of publicity. And for them to get on there and joke about a medical condition that is, for a woman, very hard to come out of the house with. A lot of women deal with that, and you would never know because they're not brave enough to show that. They're wearing wigs, they're covering it up. But for Jada to really rock that look, and for you to make a joke and thought that shit was funny, hell no. If my man ain't coming like, Will, I don't want you. So welcome back, Mr. Smith. In my eyes, you never left. So
Yeah, I think they're realizing that, okay, they blocked him for 10 years, but he really has the ability to put his own stuff out there and still be just as successful. Because, I mean, obviously there's been backlash and that sort of thing, but he's still been successful with pretty much everything that he's done since then. And I think that they're realizing that. And to me, it makes more sense to lift the ban than to keep him banned for 10 years over something that he actually went and did work, self-work behind it. And, that sort of thing. And whether, Chris Rock accepts the apology or anything, that's his business and he has every right to feel the way that he feels. But I think that Will Smith took accountability for it. Maybe he didn't apologize to his face, which, I mean, that's up for argument as far as whether he needed to or whether he didn't. I mean, he said that.
Listen, sometimes you got to stand on what you did.
And I mean, he stands on what he did. He said that if and when, Chris is ready to sit down and just talk, that he's willing and he's ready and that sort of thing. And I think that the ball is in Chris Rock's court, at this point. So, I mean, my thing is lift the ban because, I mean, he's still going to be successful and do, and I mean, at the end of the day, I think that he's at a place in his career right now where, yeah, the Oscars might matter to a lot of people, but it may not even necessarily matter to him that much. And maybe they see that as well. I mean, it's only been as of recent that they have really been paying attention to us anyway. It's only,
really, and it wasn't until they was bringing
as of recent. And I mean,
the big bucks. Once we started bringing in the big bucks and started actually being nominated and winning these awards, and you have to realize there aren't a lot of Black Oscar holders. As much as we like to think that there is, we're still getting, this is the first Black such and such. This is the first Black, we're still cementing ourselves in that community. So for them to ban one of the biggest people there, it just kind of was like, okay, listen, Kanye ain't getting no ban for the shit he pulled with Taylor Swift. Like, listen, sometimes the award show, they get a little sticky. Y'all should have had security, okay? That's on y'all. So, Will, we love you. And welcome back.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Let's see. So I did want to talk about hold on, y'all. Bear with me. I did want to get into a little bit of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Yeah, it's been a lot going on. Them girls have been going at it, but one of the biggest things I saw was Nene Leakes definitely tweeted that if they called, she would answer. So I think y'all, our dreams are coming true, and we might actually get very close to the original cast members back on the Real Housewives. I am excited. You know, I love me some Nene. Some Nene.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest and say that I'm excited about that too. Like right now, I'm not really feeling the Housewives. To me, it seemed like the Housewives of Beverly Hills. I feel like they took all the black out of it, and for it to be the Atlanta franchise, I'm just like, they got to do better. Like, you talk a lot about all of the drama and the craziness, but when they and not saying that ain't no drama and craziness still there, but I think it's missing. I mean, shit. Let's be honest, it's missing the hood element to me.
It's missing the hood element. It's missing the thing about, I want to say, the Atlanta franchises of shows. They give that black, they give that hood, they give that urban kingdom vibe that Atlanta gives. You know, Black Atlanta is its own thing. It's its own type of thing, and I love watching content out of that. And it kind of sucks because I understand, and this is the thing that happens with a lot of celebrities. They get money, they get more money, they get reach this upper echelon, and they kind of forget where they came from. So they no longer are relatable. And I think that's where we're kind of getting with these girls, especially like Shamia and Portia. I just think they just became so, I just want to be a little rich wife. They don't really want to get down with the get down. It's like, the reason we watch is for the drama. We ain't watching to look at your $100,000 watch. Like, we're watching for some kind of content. And so,
what you think about Shamia?
So listen, I have been watching Shamia since.
I like how you started that. So listen.
Charmaine said, I like Mia. That's it.
I just think that she got real sedity and bougie once she got that peach. Like, for real. I think she got real sedity and bougie once she got the peach.
Did you see the comment, Chris Nana talking about, am I married? What? Listen, I one day want to be a housewife. No, I am not married, but as of right now, I am no longer dating. Y'all, they didn't kind of cut that off of me. I'm chilling right now, so I'm off the market. I've took myself off the market. I'm chilling. I'm working on my career. When niggas say I'm out here grinding, I ain't got time for nobody. So no, girl's not married, but I'm also not looking right now. Right. Charmaine said Mia is a real housewife. Listen, for sure. So Shamia, I've been watching Shamia on the Housewife since they was treating her like Sweetie. Remember Sweetie, Kim's sister?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
They was treating Shamia like, she wasn't shit. She was Portia's, when Shamia first came on the scene, she was Portia's ghetto friend. Let's call it that. She was a little broke. She ain't have enough. Now, she wasn't broke for real, because Shamia had been dealing with some very wealthy men for a long time. But she just came in, she didn't have the right clothes. She didn't have the right look. She wasn't, as polished, and they treated her like shit. Then, she got the real money, the real, the real marriage, the real money. They said Shamia is who Portia thought she was. Portia thought she was about to come up like Shamia, but she didn't come up like Shamia. Came up better than George and Wheezy from up. Okay, she didn't came up, and now she didn't got, she didn't redid herself and became what, the real epitome of a black housewife. But it just, I feel like she's good with her comebacks, but I just feel like, I don't know, she just kind of lost her little edge a little bit. She's not, I don't know, I like her, but she's really the only one that's really kind of bringing the comebacks and bringing the little snide remarks and shit. Because what she say to the girl, talking about her nose, she said all the noses you could have paid for, and you went with that. That was, I love a good read. I love a good read like that. That was wonderful. It was just what I needed, but I need more. I need more, okay? And
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all got to bring in a pack of bitches down like or something. You know, do stir up some shit. Production, Real Housewives of Atlanta, and you know, Carlos ain't on there no more. Real Housewives of Atlanta production, y'all need somebody messy. If y'all need to hire me, hire me.
Can
I'm
I
gonna find out who all these bitches don't like, and we gonna have a luncheon. We gonna have an
can
old
I say
school
that
brunch.
Carlos really get on my nerve with that goddamn laugh? Oh my god.
Listen, Carlos, he much enjoyed Carlos behind the scenes.
Somebody was
that's
just
my
on there.
personal thing.
Somebody was just on there, and I couldn't even
Portia-
watch the episode because he started laughing, and I was just like, "God damn it!" Turn it down." Like,
he get on my nerves. Portia is the Lulu and unlikable so far. And the thing is, Portia was always my favorite. But I just got hoity-toity. And the thing about Portia is Portia really thought she was about to come in, steal Simon from Fallon, and be this rich African wife. And the thing is, you got to be careful about stealing another woman's man because you don't understand you stealing her problems. And Portia didn't know Simon was a scammer and all that, so she thought she was gonna be like Shamia, where she was just taken care of and got to worry about nothing. But what happened? You know, that didn't happen. So now she can't. I think it's really, you know how people fall flat on their face and then they get up and try to be so.
yeah,
Oh, like I'm just, you know. I think Portia kind of did. I think she's embarrassed over this whole Simon situation. I think she was embarrassed that she even, you know, the way she treated Simon. She really wasn't that all into him. We could tell. So I think she was embarrassed that she even stooped that low to be with somebody that she really wasn't feeling. And then for all that stuff to happen, and now the man, they didn't deported Simon. I can't believe they deported him.
Did they actually do it all the way? Because I thought he was still just in the detention center.
I do not know that. I don't know. I know they came and picked his ass up.
Yeah,
so I don't
yeah,
know if
they definitely
still in the detention. They might be processing. I know they
they
can't.
definitely picked him up. She was on
I know Ice. She was on something. They whispered in her ear like.
She was on the Breakfast Club or something last week, and she said that he was just in the detention center or whatever.
Listen, somebody whispered in the ear that my ex got deported. I get up to start doing a rain dance or something, do a praise dance or something. I would have been, honey, y'all would have definitely knew something was up. I would have been cheesing. Oh, all my pictures, honey. So yeah, it just, I don't know, Portia, girl, I don't know, girl, but yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to. I will say I stopped watching Atlanta Housewives around the same time I kind of stop watching Love and Hip Hop, and I've actually picked up Love and Hip Hop and started enjoying it a little bit more
Hip Hop back
than Housewives. So I'm gonna need them to get it together. Maybe when we go to Atlanta, or when we go to the next Women's Expo, maybe we can, you know, tell them like, hey. Girl,
yeah, I have picked up.
Next time you see somebody, hit them with your purse or something. Do something. Come on. What happened to Portia? Used to be kicking. Remember Cynthia kicked her and they was fighting and bye Ashy. I need something like that. Bring back bye Ashy. Bring back something. It just, I don't know. It's missing something. It's missing something. Definitely. But yeah, we've seen Love and Hip Hop come back. But we have seen a lot of the stars of Love and Hip Hop been having a lot of they've been fighting amongst themselves. We have Scrappy and Bambi still going at it, and Bambi they left the kingdom.
Yeah, that's
Bambi the deer that fled the kingdom, and they still talking about her. So it came out today that Scrappy was robbed one evening, and he was driving Diamond's car. Diamond from Stilettos Pump in the club.
I like
Diamond.
I like Diamond.
I
thought she was gonna really do something.
I think so too, but it's always, you know, mismanagement. You know, and it just sucks when people, you know, her and Nicki Minaj both were signed at one point to Miss Deb, Waka Flocka's mom, and Nicki got out of that deal because she felt like she couldn't get her to where she needed to go, even though she got her to a certain point. And I feel like it's important to know when to fly the coop and when to, you know. So I wish Diamond had more, but she is happily married now and away from Scrappy Doo. So congratulations to Diamond. But he just said that after they got divorced, he was driving in Diamond's car and he got robbed after the club. And he said he called Bambi to tell her. And this is around the time she said, him and his mom had been talking about her on live on Instagram that day, talking bad about her. He called her like, "Oh, I'm getting robbed" and stuff. She said, "Well, go ahead and call one of the other girls," and hung up on his ass. And he got mad.
Yeah.
You
I'm so
know,
over them.
so yeah, it's just been so much back and forth. So this season we've gotten to see a glimpse of Bambi's new relationship. And her man is standing 10 toes down on her. He's been going after, I think they got into it with Little Zane. Who knows? Yeah, Little Zane was trying to check them for Scrappy, like, oh, how long you been messing?
You talking about Lil Zane from 20 years
Lil
ago?
Zane, yes, Little Zane from We Can Do It Anywhere, top for the bedroom, for the float. You know, that Little Zane. He is on Love and Hip Hop causing a ruckus. He's really just sticking his nose in business and just getting into it with everybody. His girlfriend, his mama, his baby mama, everybody's baby mama. Yeah, Charmaine. Yeah, Zane did too much, and I used to kind of like him back in the day, but I don't know. I'm not really feeling him on Love and Hip Hop. But yeah, so he came up to Bambi and the boyfriend and tried to check them about, oh, how long y'all been messing around behind my partner's back, knowing that Scrappy was the ultimate cheater. Like, why are you here? So Bambi's man stood 10 toes behind her. And she said that she felt like she never had that before in a relationship, and she really enjoyed that. So it's nice to see. One thing I love about Love and Hip Hop is when couples break up, they don't just kick the person off. They say, "Oh no, you still on it. You bring your new boyfriend on." Like, they just keep adding people. So I really like that, and I think it definitely brings a different layer and brings new characters and new people. So that's why I think Love and Hip Hop is definitely becoming a lot fresher. Charmaine said he needs to focus on Ashley. Yes, focus on your relationship. And Scrappy has a new baby. Like, come on, Scrappy had a baby that he conceived during a threesome. So let's think about that for a second before we start wondering why his wife left him. So yeah, that is just, like, come on now. So it's just been a hot mess. So you guys, I'm looking for some new reality shows to binge. So if you guys have anything that you want to suggest, definitely let me know. And I do have an update on Cat Got Your Tongue next week. We will be having Crisis on the show. Crisis, he just confirmed. So he will be on the show. And also, I will be in the building for the Risha Reloaded event this weekend. So if you guys have time, come out to the Medusa Club and see your girl, Young Miami, aka Carisha, please. So it's gonna be interesting because, you know, she don't like people to call her Carisha. She like people to call her Young Miami, which I understand. But, you know, Carisha, that's my sister's name. So I'm sorry, baby. I'm gonna call you what your mama named you, okay? So shout out to Young Miami. And, you know, the City Girls definitely broke up. Young Miami is doing her thing, and JT is also doing her thing. Prince Nana said I would definitely be on your show sometime for sure. Yes, we definitely have to do that. And all the people that I have confirmed with, please bear with me as I am still doing the scheduling for my show. You guys know Cat Got Your Tongue is still in its early development stages, so bear with me. But I have been getting some awesome feedback from the people that have been watching, so shout out to everyone that has been watching. You guys have definitely enjoyed the show, so I will be bringing you some more content. So we also have some divorces and marriages this season. We have our Quinta Brunson from Abbott Elementary divorcing her husband. Yes, she is divorced. Oh, Charmaine, I thought I liked JT. I don't know. I did too. I liked her for a second, but sometimes groups need to realize y'all stronger together. You know, I kind of like both of them a little bit apart, but I really like them together. So shout out to the City Girls. Hope they get it together and one day bring it back together. But yeah, Quinta Brunson is getting divorced, and a lot of people think, because, you know, she did marry white. Why is Quinta getting divorced? A lot of people blamed it on she is in an interracial relationship. And they said that this is allegedly, this is just rumors of what I've heard with the research that I've done, is that he is not able to, they're butting heads on issues as far as black and white, And Quinta is right now one of the most favored Black actresses right now, especially in comedy, and she's getting all these awards and accolades, especially from different Black award shows and Black magazines and things. And they said that her husband is not getting it. He's not being very supportive, and they're just having a miscommunication as far as race and as far as her coming into her own as this Black star, and him not really understanding that. And this is all allegedly, guys. I don't live with them, so I don't know why they're getting divorced, but this is what I've heard. White, no, it's pronounced Wyatt. Oh my God. No, that's a joke from the show. Abbott, that's my show. So yeah, if you guys watch Abbott, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a character that she was shocked. One time she was shocked by that someone was Black, and she said Black, and he said, oh no, it's pronounced Zach. And the next person, she said White, and he said no, it's pronounced Wyatt. So it's definitely funny. You guys check out Abbott Elementary. There was a big thing that happened this last episode. I will not give it away because I don't want to give any spoilers, but there is a big thing that happened, and a lot of people are sounding off. So if you guys know what happened, make sure y'all can go on social media. I've been seeing people talk about it on TikTok, and Abbott Elementary is airing tonight. I want to say it might be on right now. I watch it on Hulu, so you guys can catch up tomorrow on Hulu, and we can see if this issue has been resolved. There has been so many shows out right now, and I'm going to be doing a series on my TikTok where I'm going to be ranking different shows, and also giving you guys some information on what to watch. So be looking out for that. And then I did want to just touch on something we talked about last week on Transcending the Culture with journalist Shay. And I had told this story, and it was alleged then, but it has been confirmed. So Jonathan Majors has confirmed that since his relationship with Megan Good, that she has lost out on a lot of opportunities and have been disinvited to a lot of events because of him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he went and said that, I think he was on a Breakfast Club, or he was on one of the interview shows, and he definitely that rumor was true.
Wow.
So he said that a lot. He said a lot. He really wanted to drive home that he calls her his ride or die, and said that she really did a lot to not only love him during that time, but she really brought him back into the acting space and helped him get a lot of opportunities. And now we're seeing him, I think one of his movies just opened last weekend, and he is in talks to possibly return to Marvel. There has been some reports that yay or nay, yes, maybe no. I hope that is true. I really enjoy his character. But what do you guys think? What do you think about that, James? Have you ever been with somebody that it cost you professionally?
Honest, I'm gonna say no. I've never been in that situation, and I'll be honest. I don't know if I would take that situation on. Yeah, I mean, just being honest, I don't know. Obviously it depends on the person, and love is a whole nother thing. But I don't think I would sacrifice my career over it.
Yeah, I don't think so either, and I think a lot of women have to watch out for that. Not even just women, but I think we work on things. We put a lot into our careers and where we're at, and it's kind of too painful to really just give up all of that for one person. Especially, this was a very new relationship. They have not been together that long. And for her to, and the thing is, she was re-emerging, because let's not forget, she had been kind of disappeared for a while, especially in her marriage to Devin Haney. She was focused on the church and everything that they were doing. She had pulled back on a lot of her roles because she is often written as a sexy woman, or she has to be in these certain roles. And this was her coming back. She had the Tyler Perry movie that went mega viral, was everywhere. And then she has her show Harlem on Prime Video. So she was really getting a lot of roles and things to her, and that she kind of messed up because of that. So I hope that doesn't really scar her. I hope that she's happy. I hope that it's worth it.
Yeah. I mean, I think eventually things will blow over. I mean, I would imagine she thought all of that through before, you know, proceeding with it and whatnot. Like, she couldn't have been oblivious to the fact that, you know, she would get some backlash.
Yeah. So, you know, and I think, but what Beyonce said, I don't care what my mama or my daddy say, you know, so she didn't care what nobody said. That's her man. So,
Yeah.
you know, hopefully they will be a powerful Black couple and can, you know, go from there. But they're two beautiful people, so hopefully, you know, they both rich, they beautiful, they Black. Hell,
Yeah.
I wish I was them. So, hey.
Yeah, I think they'll be okay, and I think
they'll be
it'll
okay
blow
too.
over.
And I think honestly, I think she is good for him. I think that he was looking for a certain type of woman that he felt like he needed, and I think she stepped up. And she seems like a type of woman, and this is not no shade or nothing, but it seemed like she wants somebody that she can kind of help or nurture, or you know, she just seems like a very much nurturing woman. So I think I think their relationship works well. I think they both give each other what they need. So we'll be covering that. I'll be bringing you guys all the latest and celebrity couples and things. And next week I will be with Crisis. We're gonna talk about a lot of different shows and things going on in Akron, and then we will be doing the event this weekend. So please let me know if there's anything you guys want to talk about. We will be getting into a Cat Got Your Tongue a little bit more of relationships and a little more fun. So make sure you guys tune in next Thursday. I wanted to get these comments. Prince Nana said, because I know for sure a Black couple for the moment will be the Sun and Kat Kwueen. Just kidding. Oh my God, Prince Nana, you got me over here. You got me over blushing, okay? But yeah, I think people ain't serious about relationships. They shouldn't even approach it in the first place. No, for real. I think a lot of people are not sincere, not real about relationships. And we'll get into that a little bit more on Cat Got Your Tongue next Thursday. So that's all the hot topics I have for you guys right now. Make sure y'all join us next Wednesday for Transcending the Culture, and then next Thursday for Cat Got Your Tongue.
Absolutely. We appreciate you guys so much. Make sure that you guys follow us. Definitely UGD Media HQ. And then I am at Authentically James, and I am James Grant.
And I am at Kat Kwueen on all platforms. And my gamer tag now is Catty Cakes with a $sign for the cakes. So if you see me gaming or you see me on TikTok, and I am just now creating a Twitch, so you'll see me do some fun things on there. So make sure you guys follow me on TikTok.
All right, y'all. That is it. We appreciate you guys. Thank y'all so much, and have a good night.
Bye.